Boom. Yeah, what's happening? What's happening? It's Dynamic DC in the hizzy. We call it the Weekly Sports Magazine. That's how we do this here thing. I know what you're already saying. I know what you're saying already. You're saying that this guy is too happy on a Saturday morning. Well, why wouldn't I be happy? I'm alive. It's a beautiful day in Central Arkansas. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. So I've got to be thrilled and exciting. And not only that, before I continue, let me give the Saturday morning shout outs, as many of you all have come to know and love. Well, let's do it like this. What's happening? Akili down in Pensacola, Florida. What you know good, my young brother? By the way, that's my son. Want to shout out to my daughter in Chicago, Illinois. Kicking back like a fat rat, old school style. Having a good time. Love you, baby girl. That's my kinfolk. Y'all mess with them, y'all got to mess with me. Want to holler out to my girl out in Los Angeles, California, Hansel Harris. And of course, Dr. Rosie Milligan. How y'all doing out there? Thanks for listening. Appreciate your love. Kendra Norman down there in Atlanta, GA. Of course, she does a show right on Joint Ed Radio as well. Yeah, we got a few more here. Well, holler to my peeps in Birmingham, Alabama. Las Vegas, Nevada. Heading your way real soon, buddy Ro. Got to take a road trip, and Vegas is on the itinerary. Don't you just love Vegas? I do. I'm going to tell you. And I want to shout out to my folks in Nashville, Tennessee, my favorite city. Good buddy Greg Paul, who's going to be on the show this morning, and Tim Swift. And hey, what about Clarksville, Tennessee? I see you. Welcome to the Weekly Sports Magazine. And you know what I tell people about this time? You need to roll over and pinch your girl or your boy on the butt and say, hey, that crazy sports guy is on the air and he's kicking back like a fat rat playing the best old school music and talking sports. Got a great show lineup for you this morning, as we do every Saturday morning. We've got Greg Pogue that's going to come up about 8:20, 8:25. We'll talk to him about some NFL, and of course we'll take a quick look around the SEC. There are some big games going on today that we will discuss in depth this morning. And of course Tim Swift, he's our NFL fantasy football guru, as we like to call him. He'll be in this morning. That'll be about 8:50. We'll talk to him and get his take on who should sit, who should start, and just some general information about the NFL. In the 9 o'clock hour, we're going to replay the wonderful interview I conducted with Dr. John Carlos. Now, those of you who are living under a rock, who are African or American history deprived, and as we get to know and see more and more, it seems that there are a lot of us out there, a lot of you all that are deprived in your history. But Dr. John Carlos was the young man at the time in the 1968 Mexico Olympics, along with Dr. Tommy Smith, who stood up and gave a Black Power sign once they received their medals after winning the 200 meters. And of course, it lit an uproar across the nation, just as Colin Kaepernick has done by refusing to stand for the national anthem. Wow, it's kind of funny. He was right, huh? Well, we're going to talk to John Carlos. At least we talked to him last week. We're going to replay that interview this morning. Had a lot of people who said they didn't get a chance to hear it. Some who heard it would like to hear it again. So we'll play that about 9:25 this morning. Okay? So y'all stick and stay and don't go away, because you really need to hear what Dr. Carlos had to say about what's going on. And ironically, since Colin Kaepernick has taken his stand, there have been 15 unresolved police killings in the last 2 weeks. Now, of course, you know this is a sports show, but we know sports is part of our microcosm of life. It's a printout. You know, we think everything goes on great in the locker room, and there's been some dissension, both black and white. So we'll talk about that a little bit as well this morning. We got a hot show for you, folks. Oh, we'll cover the hot games. Of course, I got to tell you about the dynamic pay dirt contest and my picks from last week and how I did. And you'll get an opportunity to hear my picks for this week. And if you want to, find out more, just stay tuned, because you can play and you can win one of my dynamic gift boxes. Now you say, what's a gift box? A gift box is what it is a gift box with all of my products in it. My rib rub, my rib nuts, my rib juice, my rib dust, my rib mix, and my fry batter. Yeah, it's fine, folks. And it will be great for the upcoming holiday season. If you're going to like smoke a turkey, you need to use a rib rub. I'm telling you, it's some fire stuff. So you're going to get that in the gift box. All you got to do is beat me. I'll post my picks by noon this morning. You got to beat me. I pick 4 pros. I pick 4 college games. So a total of 8 games every week. All you got to do is beat me. I pick against the spread. It's very simple. All right? So that's what's happening today. Man, we got a lot of stuff going on. Now, I will tell you that there is a live stream going. I tried to post it on Facebook. It didn't go through. I don't know why. Maybe Facebook. But if you go out to my YouTube channel, the Weekly Sports Magazine, just go out to that channel. It is streaming live. So just go check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. I'm Kickback Like a Fat Red. I don't know why. Maybe. And by the way, I'll tell you, if you go out to my YouTube channel, this Weekly Sports Magazine, just go out to that channel. It is streaming live. So check it out. I think the league's about to change orders. Man, I'm Kickback Like a Fat Red. And by the way, I'll tell you, if you go out to my YouTube channel, this Weekly Sports Magazine, just go out and see my T-shirt that I have. It's one of my old Father Family Affair. Check it out. We've got some new ones. I'm going to start sporting that. I'm Kickback Like a Fat Red. I'm going to tell you about the comedy show that we've got coming up. I want to support a Father Family Affair. It's Joinet Radio's involved. There's a lot of great things. We got Dr. Rosie Milligan coming. Check it out. We've got some also a plan to bring Dr. There's a revolution happening. And I tell you, folks, it will not be coming up. I want to support a Father's family. We got to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment with some updates. Sports Magazine on JoinedRadio.com. Joinet Radio's involved. There's a lot of great things. We got Dr. Rosie Milligan coming. Check it out. We've got some also a plan to bring. There's a revolution happening. And I tell you, folks, it will not be coming up. I want to support a Father's family. We got to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment with some updates. Sports Magazine on JoinedRadio.com. Joinet Radio's involved. There's a lot of great things. We got Dr. Rosie Milligan coming. Check it out.
Started.
There's a revolution happening.
And I tell you, folks, it will not be coming up. To support a father's family.
Great flavors, hot and spicy and original, sitting above the meat counter. Took it home, then walked on to riverroad.com.
We gotta take a quick break. We'll be back here in just a moment.
I don't have to tell you what hit my ribs, chicken, and burgers were. If you haven't,
With some updates on that, big thing
one of the convenient flavor seal bags and try it on veggies and snacks. It's
Sports Magazine.
whatever you're cooking, and you too will say bake it, grill it, shake it, yeah.
On Joined Radio.
These in store locations. That's Coleman's Dynamic Rib Rub at ribrub.com.
Joined Radio's involved. There's a lot of great things. Things we got Dr. Rosie Milligan and check it out. Yeah. Y'all thought I had forgot, did you? Yeah. I told you we play the best old school ball in the universe. I am Dynamic Dave, kicking back like a fat rat, old school style. Let's get a little bit of war. All right, so War will be joining us all morning long. As you know, I like to play the best old school bumper music, and we are having a good time this morning. And look, let me apologize. I was planning to play the do a live stream this morning. And as you all know, we've just moved into a brand new studio, and we've got some shielding and some, let's say, some technical issues that we're trying to overcome. So that's going to be resolved here soon. So those of you who are looking at the live stream and it died, the shielding even prevents me from doing live Facebook in the studio right now. But we're going to work that out. So, but you can still go out to joinedradio.com and listen to your, download the app, or at least listen online at joinedradio.com. And if you noticed as well, typically over the last few months I would post the stream on my website, but we can't do any of that right now. I can still post the website. You got to magazine.com and check out some of the things that we are doing with the sports station. And of course, we also want you to pay attention to a father's family affair. You're going to hear me talk a lot about father's family. We do have a comedy show going on October 27th. A lot of the local comics in the Central Arkansas area have donated their time to come out. In other words, it's free. They're not charging me a penny to come in to perform. We're trying to raise money for a father's family affair that's going to take place June 8th,
We'll be back here in just a moment.
of 2017. So get involved. You'll be seeing more information. We need volunteers. We need donations. Look, you can go out to a father's family affair right now and donate $10. Okay, that's what the 100 for 10 to scholarship fund is all about. All right, so you'll hear more about that going on. I promise you. Okay, so let's talk a few headlines. Coming up in the next segment, we're going to go up to Nashville, Tennessee, and talk to my good buddy Greg Pogue. I've got to get up there and, hockey starts in about 3 weeks. Yeah, I'm a hockey fan, folks. I'm sorry. You're a black man that like hockey. Well, that's a stereotype. Did you know that black folks back in the day were essential in starting hockey? The Sports Magazine. Well, I'm reading Black Eyes. We had the Falsey brothers on the show who wrote the book. And that's Daryl Falsey and his brother, George. In fact, I've got to get them back on and see what their project was. They were doing a great project about the African American influence in hockey. Because it makes sense. So think about it. Hockey got started around the mid-1800s, and I know I'm digressing here. But it got started about the mid-1800s. Now, who were the people that were escaping to Canada during that time? Yeah, it was ex-slaves. And then, of course, there were the North American, native North Americans that lived in Canada, the Iroquois and Algonquins and so on and so forth. So hockey really began with Native Americans.
Join that radio.
You don't believe it? You all know me by now. I do my research, right? All right. We had Daryl and George Falsey on the show about a year ago. We're going to get them back on as well to give you a lot of great things. All right, so I almost just blew away that segment and didn't give you any headlines. Just quickly, Chris Bosh is determining whether or not he's going to start the NBA season. Here's what I tell Chris Bosh, and I know everybody wants to give Chris Bosh some, give them their 2 cents on what he should do. Look, dude, you've earned enough money. You got millions. You don't need to play anymore. You've had 2 instances of blood clots. You still haven't been cleared to play. Sit your butt down. That's just me. It's your choice. It's your life. But you've got children and you've got a wife. All right? They need you more here than the people need you on the basketball court. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, anywhere. You've already got a championship. So maybe you need to sit back, relax, but don't play. That's just fine. All right, Kevin Garnett is also going to say farewell after his 21st season. One of my favorite players, dirty mouth guy, by the way. Had the pleasure of interviewing him a while back, and of course, seeing him play numerous occasions. But I still like Kevin Garnett. Good guy, no doubt about that. And I thought he did a great job in the no doubt about it. But life brings about a change, so always be ready to make that shift and move forward in your next conquest. All right. Thursday night game, Jacoby Brissett. I tell you, he played the best. Finally got to start, the third-string quarterback for the New England Patriots. Now has torn a ligament in his thumb, so the Patriots would have to be quarterback. This next game coming up. The good thing about it is the Patriots did play on Thursday night, so they've got 10 days to figure out what the heck is gonna be going on. It's kind of crazy. Style adds a bunch about that. So let's get a little bit of war. The Patriots keep on winning. The one thing you have to give Bill Belichick for, and I know a lot of people say he's a cheater, and yeah, he has cheated. I'll subscribe to that, but the guy just keeps winning. The only constant with that team over the last 15 years has been Belichick and Brady. All of the other parts have been interchangeable. Now, how is it that he can do it and nobody else can do it? That's coaching, folks. You may like him, you may hate him, but that's real coaching. All right, so Warren will be joining us all morning long. All right, as you know, we got to go out and take a break. When we get back, we're going to talk to our good friend Greg Pogue. I'd like to play that best of Raiders on the and a couple of games around the SEC. You're listening to the weekly sports magazine on JoyNetRadio.com. This morning. And look, let me apologize. I was planning to. I was planning to
Breakfast to Young Father with college tuition, just $10. Go to afathersfamilyaffair.com.
Play do a live stream this morning.
The revolution is won.
Deductible gift of $10 can make the difference in a young father furthering his education as opposed to a minimum wage job. $10 can make the difference in a young father dropping out or completing his degree.
So we've just moved into a brand new studio, and we've got some shielding and some, let's say some technical issues that we're trying to overcome. So that's going to be resolved here soon. So those of you who are looking at the live stream and it died, the shielding even prevents me from doing live Facebook in the studio right now, but we're gonna work that out. So, but you can still go out to joinnetradio.com and listen to your download the app or at least listen online at joinnetradio.com. And if you noticed as well,
Grill it, shake it, oh yeah. I recently planned a family get-together, but my caterer became ill. We had pounds of meat and nothing for seasoning.
typically over the last few months I would post the stream
Two great flavors, hot and spicy and original, sitting
on my website, but we can't do any of that right now.
I tell you, folks,
for some great recipes. If you've tried Coleman's Dynamic Rib Rub, I don't have to tell you when to get my ribs, chicken, and pork.
Website.
It will
We got-
be.
If you haven't, what are you waiting on? Coleman's Dynamic Rib Rub is not just for grilling. Get one of the convenient flavor seal bags and try it on veggies and snacks. It's a dry marinade, so add a little